study that came out recently I wrote about. It found that non-white people actually have more of a problem with political correctness than white people. And it actually found that it's wealthy, well-educated, very progressive white people who actually think that political correctness is a good thing. And so it kind of becomes a question. Again, I do think many people have good intentions and are very empathic, but it's a question of, is this about actually solving issues, or is it about you making yourself feel good and looking good to the rest of society?
And making sure people agree with that. Because that's the other thing, is that like there's a spectrum of like within the Overton windows, as we describe it, of beliefs where like we can disagree about a bunch of this stuff, and if I grew up here and at this time and somebody else grew up on the other side of the country, there's a bunch of like morally perfectly fine disagreements to be had where you can sort of agree to disagree, as you'd say. And now I think it's becoming where like people on the left will attack other people on the left, where like you're agreed on 90% of this stuff, and yet this 10% you just can't accept that like you grew up on the border of Arizona, they grew up in Brooklyn. There's just a difference here that like you've had a bunch of life experience where this is just going to work differently for you guys, you know?
Yeah, I remember like people from Arizona talking about like 9/11, and it's like, I was in New York when it happened. Like, we're a little different.
Stay out of this.
Yeah, stay out of this, Arizona.
Stay out of my 9/11.
Yeah. But I'm being in New York, I've had the experience where I can't tell you how many people who, you know, Democrats, liberals, who will come up to me and, well, then I know them. They don't just come up to me and be like, "You're so brave." No, they come up to me and they say, you know, they're like, "I feel really weird because I hold the same views I held 5 years ago, but now I'm not allowed to say some of those views, and I don't know what happened." And me, like you know, I'm the weirdo libertarian, so they're like, "I can talk to you about it." I'm like, "Yeah, I accept it." But it's weird being in that place where it's like, you know, I haven't really changed, and I think I'm a good person, but I can't express myself.
Yeah, I think there's definitely been a leftward push among Democrats. The New York Times, about a month ago, released some polling data, and they asked white liberals and black people on the whole the same question. And one of the questions was something like whether discrimination was the main reason why you see these statistical disparities between blacks and whites. And 79% of white liberals said yes, and only 60% of black people said yes, which meant that white liberals were significantly more woke than black people on the issue of systemic racism. I don't think that was true 10 years ago.
Yeah. That would be amazing if like that 78% figure is like, yeah, because we are discriminating against them. Like we are actively, we're
doing it. We know for sure.
We are doing it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you click the little bell to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And if you really like the video, you can even support We the Internet TV on Patreon. Check out the link in the description below.